Look at that thing. Wow. Wow, it's a little UFO. Man, that thing looks great. Like it could be all buffed out and everything. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Wonder what size motor that is. It looks like a 20, 18, 20. Man, I wonder, I bet that thing flies. Wow. So I just looked that thing up. It's called a skate. Very rare boat. All right, baby. It's this old outboard. 1971. 20 horse, short shaft, tiller. Well, I haven't said that in a long time. It's basically a 25 horse, just got a smaller jet in the carb. The intake might not even be different than a 25. The biggest problem with this right now, everything is froze up. Ooh, I turned it a little tiny bit. And the intake right there has been broken. Was JB welded right there. So what I'm getting at is this got broke. This has been replaced. And it's the same side of the boat. So I'm thinking, whatever happened to the boat and dented it up in the front there, also did this damage. Not that it really matters what I'm thinking, but just kind of coincidence, both of these things. It came with the clipper. They both are damaged on that side. Anyway, what I always like to do first is compression test. Let me get the tester and yeah. The other two were bolts. This one screw with a lock washer. Now the good thing too is, in my shed, I have, ooh, cucaracha. Get out of there. In my shed, I have the exact same motor. If you saw that episode, $40 Craigslist. See, this is nice. Look at there. The old J4C, baby. Champion J4C. They look like they're in good shape. Got any parts I need, I got them. Alright, we got that. Who wants to guess? Now, I originally pulled on the pull starter when I first got it. You could hear it thump, 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 thump. So I'm going to give it a 120. Let's find out. Usually I'll spray a little something in there, but I already screwed that on. Let's see what she does. Ooh. Ooh. What's that say? Can you see it? It's way over 120. It's 140. Wow. Now, if the bottom matches, we're in good shape. 140. All right. Clear. Here we go. Whew. Boom. Perfect match. Actually, it looks a little... No, it's perfect match. 140. Man, I'm digging that. Wow. Now, wouldn't that be funny if it still had spark? Let's see if she got some spark. And how far it'll jump. It might be like pristine under that flywheel. That's number 2. Get a good ground here somewhere. Let's just hang this up here, get a better look. Or I'll move the camera or whatever. That's a pretty good gap on there. Looks like a good ground right there. Zoomaroon. That's a pretty good gap. I could go bigger, but let's try that. Wow, I didn't see anything. Nope, didn't see anything. Let's try another ground spot. It's probably not going to have a spark, but... Nah, let's try the other one. Just for the hell of it. And look at it. Nope. No sparky warky. Alright. Can't have everything. Alright, let's pull that flywheel off, see what's under there. I usually do what I call the Indian rope trick. And get the piston up pretty high. And we're going to be going counterclockwise to unscrew that nut. So bring the piston up on the upstroke. Right there, it's right there. Then just bring it down just a hair. You don't want to go too far down to get into the exhaust port or the intake port. And then I just stuff me some rope in there. That was too easy. It probably, that thing probably would have taken this off by itself without all that crap. Anyway. Ooh. Ooh. Man. Looks brand new. Holy schmoly, why didn't I get any spark? Oh my God. I told you. How come I didn't get any spark off of that? Just crappy ground there? What in the heck? Oh. Kill switch. Should have disconnected it. How long has this freaking camera been off? Don't tell me I didn't record. Oh my God, I have no idea unless I look at the camera, see what's going on. I just look over, it's on freaking standby. So I'm gonna take this off now. Man, I can't believe it. All that beautiful video I thought I was doing and how excited I was. And I'm like, man, look at that. It's unbelievable. Between this and the compression, I'm halfway home. Look at it. I don't know how this stupid camera got cut off. I'm walking around talking and yakking. Oh man. So if you see here, I must have hit that camera button and shut the thing off, put it on standby when I was jumping around and happier than hell. Now you see here, there's no continuity, so that didn't have anything to do with no spark. But if you look at this, put this up here, there's bare metal right there, there's a, oh, okay. Okay. I was going to say this ground right here, watch this, when I do it to the ground, get nothing. I was thinking maybe that was it. I thought it is grounding. through that bolt there. But if you touch this pan, like I said, I'm touching bare metal right there is the spot where the paint's been scratched off. Nothing. Weird, right? But I'm getting it on that bolt. And that's got the shock absorber on it. So that's a possibility. It's just weird, you know. You got the gasket separating the motor, although the bolts are all coming through. See if I can touch a bolt over here. Yeah. But touch the pan, nothing. So it's a little bit weird how this works. Yeah. And that is the last one right there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, get this clip. See, that's what I was talking about too, how everything, when I pulled this off and it was so greasy, this is all black, wet grease. It's not grease, it's wet. Maybe somebody just sprayed the hell out of it with something, I don't know. But tear everything off and see what we got going. So far, everything's looking great. It's clean, see the grease on here? It's just so wet. It shouldn't be like that. And I was thinking, oh, I hope I don't have a bad seal. So this has been JB welded. It doesn't look bad, and I could probably get away without replacing this. So let's pull this puppy off and see what we got all the way. I take everything apart to clean and everything anyway. Sometimes these can be a bitch, like this time. So what I usually do, just give them a little wacky. Little wacky tobacco. They look like they've been kind of tapped before. That one moved. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just a little bit dirty. Other than that, she's looking good. A lot of people screw up and put these in upside down. Now, everything in around that seal looks fine. It looks bone dry. Like I said, I'm thinking somebody just dumped some oil or sprayed something in there to try to loosen it up. Another way you can check too is the hood. Whenever you buy a motor, look at the inside of the hood. See that little ring right there? Then a little bit over here. That's usually a good sign that that seal is leaking. But this, to me, looks like the kind of oil they sprayed in there, and then it just barely sprayed. Usually this would be thicker, heavier, you know. That don't look like nothing compared to some I've seen. It might need a new pump. Everything else is looking so good. The pump, we'll know when we crank it up, or I'll just order one. I've always had pretty good luck with these little square pumps on eBay, the cheapo Chinese ones. They were like 10 bucks. I don't know what they are now. They're probably up to 15, like everything else is up. But I always had good looks with those. The bigger pumps, stay away from the Chinese ones. Get in there. Well, I'm right at home again. Right at home. Everything looks good. Oh, I forgot about all my knobs up here. Everything looks good. I had to take all this off too. Gently. Yeah, it'd be so easy to turn this into a 25. But I might just leave it like it is. Let somebody else do it. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Ooh, gonna need some new fuel line. I bet it's clean in there. Just a gut feeling. But you never know. Now you see here too, here's a perfect example. This motor was on that boat. Look where the pin is. Almost all the way down. This little motor on that boat. Pin almost all the way down. Wow. And then stuff like the hood and the handle. The white there, you know. While I'm working on one thing, I get a little bleach. Paintbrush. Just come along, bleach all this stuff out. Comes out nice. Missing the little doohickey here with slow and fast and start. I think I probably got one laying around. All right. We looking good. Check these reed valves out. Everything looks fine. Happy boy. Can't believe the kill switch. Totally dead. But they're easy to do, like on the one I stole out of the beef over here, or the beast I should say. Tear the rubber off, get in there with a wire brush, clean the contacts, boom, good as new. Boy, this hose right here, this intake going up to the bypass cover, it's like petrified. And same thing with the oiler hose up here, oiler hose for the top crank bearing, comes from the bottom of the motor. Ooh, see, it's so brittle. I just snapped it off. Tear the handle off, grease everything up. That's one thing too. These gears, the brass gears, usually you get an old motor like this, they're usually just caked in old grease. Look at these, they don't look like they've ever had a dab of grease on them. And I'll grease them up, but I mean, it's just caked with old, you can barely even pressure wash it off. It's been on there so long, some of these motors. That looks great. Everything's looking good. Everything still has the original slow speed, idle, stop screw. It's a little bit bent, but it's might be able to straighten it out. Plastic screw. I usually just put something in there when they're missing. See how it's bent? It's got stainless steel going through it, and the plastic is where the threads are. But it might bend back up. That probably happened when it got in the accident. I'm not worried about that now. Cool, man. I'm happy. All right. Clean up this mess.
You know the channel.